make progress all these years. So my name's Daniel Lewis. I'm the CEO of LegalOn. When Zach initially asked me to present here, I thought, no, like we're not fundraising, and this is for companies fundraising. But he said, no, it's not just that. People want to learn more about LegalOn. So let me tell you a little bit more about our company. Is this switched? Let's see. There we go. So we serve in-house legal teams. And legal teams do three core things, if you think hard about it. They guide their businesses, they govern their businesses, and they help their businesses grow. And they're asked to do that with speed, with judgment, and with limited resources. Everybody knows that legal is generally viewed as a cost center. And one of the signature problems that legal teams encounter is contracting. And contracting isn't working. For most organizations, teams are buried in contracts. And the reasons are that requests are scattered, contract review takes a lot of time, it's very tedious, you go line by line, and team knowledge gets buried and forgotten, and it's hard to reuse. So, let's see, there we go. The reason teams are buried is that the traditional solutions have not solved this problem. You might have thought that CLM, contract lifecycle management, had solved this problem years ago. It's been around for a long time. But in reality, 3/4 of CLM implementations fail. And those that succeed, they still don't actually solve the problem of speeding up contract review, which is the most time-consuming and hardest part of the problem. So teams look to hire more people, but that's not a great solution because it doesn't scale very well. And many teams are looking at generic AI solutions and wondering whether Copilot or Gemini or ChatGPT can do this work. But they're coming up short because they're finding hallucinations and inconsistencies and a lack of specialized features for this specific task. So to achieve their mission, what legal teams really need is AI that's built on trusted legal content. Let's see, that's trusted legal content that adapts to their business and that learns from their knowledge. Imagine contract review that flows smoothly, where contract review takes minutes instead of hours, where nothing falls through the cracks, and where the legal team easily meets the needs of the sales team at the end of the month or the end of the quarter when there's a big sales crunch. And freed up from this work, legal teams can focus on more complex work. They can build systems that scale their productivity without having to scale their headcount. As their business grows by 2x, the legal team doesn't have to grow by 2x. And it frees them up to take on more complex work in-house, hire more experienced people in-house, and reduce what they're sending to outside counsel and save tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that's where we come in. We are the global leader in legal productivity AI. And what does legal productivity mean? Well, as my friend Kathleen, who's a tech GC, says, it's the place I go to get shit done. This is a platform where we're serving over 7,500 companies around the world. They're reporting up to 85% time savings. And we've raised a little bit more than 200 million, most recently in a round led by Goldman Sachs. Of those 7,500 customers, over 1,000 are publicly listed, and many are in the Fortune 500. But we are equally proud of the thousands of companies that we serve that are small businesses and medium businesses, providing everyday services to individuals and companies, hospitals, engineering companies, mortgage brokers, and equipment rental companies. I'm proud of serving folks like David, who's the VP at a company that makes synthetic fibers and operates around the world. And a couple months after he started using the product, he wrote in to say, product's working flawlessly, it's giving us a big lift. We love those stories. We originally started in Japan, and we now have physical presence in Japan, San Francisco, London, and Munich. You're obviously familiar with global giants that have come out of Japan before, like Sony and Toyota and Uniqlo. You may not know that Japan is the 4th largest economy in the world, and you may not know that we're the fastest AI company ever in Japan to reach 10 billion yen, which is roughly 70 million in ARR. We're proud of the fact that OpenAI features us as one of their strategic partners alongside great companies like Canva, HubSpot, and Rippling. And fun fact, we use Rippling internally, love it as a product, so I hired the head of their creative to build us a new brand, and that's the deck that you're looking at and the logo that you're looking at. So I've told you that we're the leader in legal productivity, and that we focus on helping teams guide, govern, and grow. We're the only AI platform that provides one stop for contracts, for matters, for entities, and for boards. And what that means is that legal teams can use us multiple times a day, every single day, to handle a wide variety of tasks. And let's go deeper there. So one of the areas that we really excel in is contracting. And our next generation AI in contracting gives folks a seamless experience that helps them review contracts, redline contracts, ask questions of their contracts, compare them, translate them, search them, make them reusable for the future. Kelly, for example, who's one of our users at a mortgage company, reported a couple weeks into their experience that their team was now saving 50% of time on contract review. So really powerful effects for folks using this suite of products to seamlessly move through their contracting experience. The governing piece that we have is we recently acquired a company called FIDES, which is the innovative leader in this space. And what FIDES does is they streamline governance and board and entity management for organizations that are operating in more than 100 different countries around the world. So for Lawrence, who's a GC at a company called Flix, which is a travel tech company, they operate companies like Greyhound. For him, it means that no longer does he have to chase board members for approvals and votes. No longer does he have to spend hours taking board transcripts and turning those into board minutes. And no longer does he have to spend countless hours updating cap tables and ownership structures for 100 entities around the world. So let me tie together a little bit here the threads of guide, govern, and grow into our vision of legal productivity. And we don't define ourselves as playing in only one box of somebody's legal tech landscape map. Those boxes of different categories, I think, in my view, are increasingly out of date as Gen AI just obliterates traditional category boundaries. Our view is that instead, we take an expansive approach to how we can serve in-house teams. And we want to be something that they can use multiple times a day for a wide variety of tasks within their remit. And that can be contract review, it can be drafting, it can be answering questions from the business and providing counsel. It can be asking questions of their documents and their contracts. It can be managing their boards and their entities, doing research and more. So we are building AI that helps the legal team handle and resolve the most complex issues. And we're building AI that helps the business self-serve 24/7 instantly where that's possible and elevating things to legal where it's not. So our vision here and our approach and what we're trying to offer customers is a solution that lets them attract and retain more experienced people, lets them do more work in-house and be more productive, lets them handle more complex work, and ultimately lets them focus more on things that move their business forward. So if I had an ask, come check us out, come see me, come check out our website, sign up for a free trial, sign up for a demo. We'd love to show you more. Thank you.